Hi Leo, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm going to be doing a general reading for you for the week of October 23rd to the 30th. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and these are the 5 cards that came out. 8 of Swords, Judgment, the Chariot reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Page of Pentacles. And your animal spirit card that came out is Fish. And we'll look at that at the very end, okay? So I'll just go through all the cards and then we'll do a summary here. The first, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. And again, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? The Eight of Swords is a card that often represents feelings of restriction, limitation, and mental entrapment. Okay, it symbolizes being trapped by one's own thoughts or circumstances. Feeling trapped, paralysis by fear, self-imposed restriction, confusion, victim mentality is what this card represents. So you may feel stuck or powerless in a situation, unable to see a way out. Often these limits are mental rather than physical. Your fears or doubts might be keeping you from seeing your options clearly. It suggests a need to remove the blindfold, face fears, and realize that freedom is possible once you change your mindset or your perspective. In love, you may be feeling stuck in a relationship or pattern, perhaps unable to express yourself or feeling trapped by circumstances. And with regards to your career, it could represent a job or project that feels confining. You might have anxiety about taking the next step. And with regards to your personal growth, it's encouraging you to challenge your limiting beliefs and reclaim your power. And then the Judgment card, Major Arcana. Okay, it's a card. It's a powerful, transformative archetype. It's a card of awakening, renewal, reckoning, and rebirth. It often depicts an angel, usually Archangel Gabriel, sounding a trumpet as people rise from their graves, symbolizing a call to awaken to higher consciousness or to answer a profound inner calling. So, awakening, reflection, reckoning, renewal, higher calling, absolution, transformation. You're being called to evaluate your past actions and choices honestly and compassionately. It's a time for self-assessment and forgiveness, both of yourself and others, to release old guilt or resentment. It often signifies a spiritual awakening or a pivotal decision that can change your life's direction. You may be asked to listen to your inner voice or heed a calling that feels divinely inspired. In love, you're healing from past wounds. You're reconciling or releasing old relationships. There's forgiveness and renewal. With regards to your career, you're at a turning point. It's a chance to step into a role that aligns with your true purpose or to correct past mistakes. And in personal growth, you're experiencing a powerful inner awakening. There's a sense of being reborn after a period of reflection. And then number 7, the Chariot reversed, Major Arcana. This is a card about losing direction, control, or focus. It's a warning that your energy or willpower may be scattered. When it comes out reversed, it suggests that something has thrown you off course, or that your confidence and control are being tested. When this card comes out reversed, it's about lack of control, confusion, aggression, scattered energy, obstacles, feeling stuck, being pulled in different directions. You may be struggling to steer your life in the direction you want. Conflicting goals, emotions, or external pressure could be causing you to lose focus or momentum. It can also point to forcing things too hard, trying to control everything, or reacting with frustration when things don't go your way. But it could also indicate passivity, letting life drag you along instead of taking the reins. The advice from Spirit is to regain balance and direction. Pause, realign, and find your inner sense of purpose before pushing forward again. In love, this card reversed can show power struggles, imbalance, or one person trying to control the relationship. It might also reveal emotional confusion, not knowing where the relationship is headed or losing the drive to move it forward. So the advice from Spirit is to let go of control battles and focus on mutual understanding and shared direction. In your career, this card reversed is saying that progress feels blocked or scattered. You may be pulled between too many responsibilities or goals. It can warn against burnout or frustration from pushing too hard or refusing to adapt. But Spirit is saying realign with your true objective and move forward with patience and focus. And then with regards to your personal growth, you might feel stuck or directionless, disconnected from your sense of purpose. The card asks for self-discipline and clarity, to pause, center yourself, and reconnect with what drives you. When you reclaim control internally, external circumstances begin to follow suit. And then the Queen of Pentacles reversed represents imbalance between nurturing others and caring for yourself, or a disconnection from the grounded, secure energy that this queen usually embodies. When she comes out reversed, it's saying that her energy turns inward or becomes blocked, which points to neglect, overextension, or material insecurity. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is about self-neglect, imbalance, overwork, dependence, financial insecurity, disconnection from nature or self-care. So you might be giving too much to others and neglecting your own well-being. There could be stress about money, home, or responsibilities causing you to feel ungrounded. Sometimes this card shows someone who has lost touch with their inner sense of worth, focusing on providing or doing rather than being. But it could also point to selfishness or materialism if nurturing energy is turned inward in an unhealthy way. So the advice from Spirit is to recenter, take care of yourself as tenderly as you care for others. True stability starts within. In love, this card could indicate imbalance, one partner giving too much, or emotional neglect caused by busyness or stress. It can also point to insecurity or jealousy, often tied to self-worth or feeling unappreciated. If this resonates, the advice from Spirit is to ground yourself, rebuild stability and self-love before trying to fix external relationships. With regards to your career and finances, you might feel overwhelmed, disorganized, or undervalued at work. Financial worries or mismanagement could be at play. This card is encouraging you to restructure and prioritize. Focus on sustainability and balance rather than overextending yourself. And with regards to your personal growth, it's a reminder to reconnect with your body, your home, and your environment. Practice self-care. Set healthy boundaries and return to routines that bring peace and stability. Ground your energy. This card asks you to root yourself again in what truly nourishes you. And then the Page of Pentacles symbolizes new beginnings, learning, ambition, and manifestation, especially in the realms of work, study, finances, or personal growth. Pages are messengers and students of the Tarot. The suit of Pentacles is about the material world, money, career, health, home, and practical matters. Together they represent someone eager to build something real and lasting, step by step. This card is about opportunity, manifestation, ambition, study, diligence, new projects, setting goals. So you're at the beginning of a new chapter involving material or practical growth. Could be a new job, a new study path, a new business idea or skill. This card speaks of focus and dedication, the willingness to learn, plan carefully, and put in steady effort. It often appears when you have the potential for success, but need to stay grounded, consistent, and patient to see it through. It's a positive omen for manifesting your goals, but it also reminds you that real progress comes from small, steady steps. And in love, it can represent a down-to-earth connection or a relationship just starting to take root. It can suggest reliability and sincerity, though sometimes a little inexperience or shyness. It's encouraging you to nurture the relationship slowly, build trust and stability over time. And with regards to your career or finances, it's a very good sign for new opportunities, a job offer, apprenticeship, business idea, or course of study. This card is saying you're being called to invest in your future and learn the skills that will support long-term success. Stay patient and disciplined. The Page of Pentacles is about building strong foundations. And with regards to your personal growth, it's a reminder to stay curious and grounded. Focus on building healthy habits, learning new skills, or reconnecting with your goals in the physical world. This page encourages you to believe in your potential and to back that belief with action. So all of these cards together, chart a journey from mental confinement to awakening, to a loss of direction, rebalancing and self-care, to new grounded beginnings. Liberation, realignment, and a fresh start. So you're moving through a period of breaking free from limitation, reclaiming control, and building something stable and authentic. But you've had to confront confusion, imbalance, and self-neglect along the way. You've felt stuck mentally or emotionally, maybe unsure how to move forward or doubting your own power. This could be anxiety, indecision, or a situation where you felt confined by your circumstances or others' expectations. But this card also reminds you the trap isn't as solid as it seems. Freedom comes from shifting your mindset and seeing that you do have options. And then the Judgment card, again, it's about awakening and release. It follows the Eight of Swords perfectly. It's that aha moment, the inner awakening where you recognize what's been holding you back. You're being called to forgive, release, and realign with your higher purpose. You're seeing your life with new clarity, understanding the lessons of the past, and preparing for rebirth. This is a deep spiritual turning point. And then the Chariot reverse is about losing direction. After that awakening, though things might have felt shaky, the Chariot reverse shows difficulty maintaining control or direction, perhaps feeling pulled in different directions or unsure how to apply your newfound awareness. This is the reorientation phase, learning not to force things but to find inner balance before charging ahead again. The message here is to pause, breathe, and realign before you push forward. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is about self-nurturing and boundaries. You may have realized you've been overextending yourself, giving too much to others, neglecting your own self-care, or feeling drained. This card invites you to return to self-care, stability, and grounding. You can't move forward successfully if your roots aren't nourished. It's time to rebuild your sense of security, physically, emotionally, and financially. And then the Page of Pentacles is about a fresh start, a fresh, grounded start. Okay? This card signals a new beginning, practical, hopeful, and full of potential. After all of that reflection and realignment, you're ready to plant new seeds, a new project, a new study path, or a way of living that reflects your true values and lessons learned. This is your manifestation stage, where you start creating a life that's rooted in self-worth, balance, and purpose. Your cards tell a story of liberation and rebirth through grounding. You felt trapped. You awaken to truth and release the past. You wobble as you adjust to new clarity. You refocus on self-care and inner stability. And then you start fresh, building something solid and real. The advice or guidance from Spirit is to trust the process. Confusion and setbacks are part of finding your true path. Care for yourself the way you've cared for others. Your strength comes from being grounded. Don't rush. The Page of Pentacles grows slowly but surely. This is the beginning of a new, more authentic chapter, one that you can sustain with steady effort and self-respect. Okay? It's about how you see yourself, your sense of purpose, and your material or emotional stability. This reading touches on self-worth, direction, and rebuilding from the ground up. The strongest current here is not about love or work. It's about your personal growth and life realignment, the inner foundation that affects everything else. You felt stuck or unsure of who you are or where to go. There's a call for renewal and forgiveness. It's pushing you towards self-honesty and release. You may have lost focus or control temporarily, feeling like life veered off track. But you're learning to nurture yourself and set boundaries and rebuild your stability. And finally, you're stepping into a new phase of grounded purpose. You're realigning with your authentic self, Leo. You're learning that real success comes from inner security, not external validation. But there's also a clear career or life path undercurrent here, feeling trapped or limited in your work or direction, realizing you need a change, a career wake-up call. You may be feeling lost or lacking momentum, as you try to shift paths. Financial or confidence is a bit shaky while you figure things out, but ultimately, the Page of Pentacles says a new opportunity or skill is on the horizon. You may be transitioning towards something more aligned with your values, a slower, steadier path that feels more you. With regards to love and relationships, like again, you may have been feeling trapped in an unhealthy pattern or dynamic, realizing what you truly need and awakening to self-worth, losing direction or balance in a partnership, needing to recenter and care for yourself first, then opening up to a new, more grounded kind of connection. You may be healing from an old relationship or dynamic and preparing for something more stable, built on mutual respect and growth. Personal and spiritual growth that's transforming your practical life is what this reading is talking about. You're emerging from a phase of self-doubt into one of self-trust. Once you anchor into your worth and stability, love and career will naturally align to reflect that. And then your animal spirit card is, you got the fish. At this time, you are representing fish energy, restlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. So the advice with this card is spend some time with the lunar forces, okay? As the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When you are in balance, you're adaptable and you travel well. When you're out of balance, you become distracted and you change your mind often. If you ever feel your energy is out of balance, to bring it back into balance, Spirit is saying set a small goal and accomplish it. So that is your reading, Leo. Thank you for letting me channel those messages for you today. I'm sending you lots of love and strength. I will see you next time. Take good care. Bye.